want to react to some very disgusting, vile beings that are celebrating the tragic event that happened yesterday with Charlie Kirk in Utah. Before we get into that, though, we do have an update on the bullet and the gun that was used. I got a couple clips of two men that they have caught, but they are not the shooter. They don't know who they are. I think they were just ploys. So I do want to play two short clips of Charlie Kirk, just so that we can remember him. I feel like it's the least we could do. He did so much for our country. He fought for unborn children. He fought against the mutilation of children. He fought against men in women's spaces, and so much more. And he was starting to ask question about, the orange juice boxes. So I don't know if that has any relation to it or not. I'm sure the conspiracy theories are about to run rampant. I mean, I have my own opinions, but we'll see how things play out. We'll just, very beginning right now. So let's get into it.
That is the best.
Decides Donald Trump is president of the United States. We've got our republic back, folks.
Let's go.
There it is.
Everybody should remember this moment. Look, I'm gonna echo Charlie from earlier. Remember where you were when this happened. Remember where you were when you realized that the Uniparty and all of these, just the establishment, you said it's time to actually participate. And look what you guys have done.
And if anyone deserves to get tears in his eyes, it's Charlie. I think we all agree.
I think Erica was chopping some onions or something in the break room.
No one has worked harder than Charlie for this.
We gotta hear some words here from you, Charlie. You put all this together, my man. Let's hear it.
I am just humbled by God.
It's all good.
Sorry, guys. I just thinking about his kids if they have to see that video. So Crowder put this on X. His team found this. They got this from the DOJ.gov. Says the suspect fired one shot from an elevated position on a rooftop in an adjacent building on the campus, and surveillance video shows the suspect jumping off and fleeing the area on foot. ATF and other outlaw enforcement located an older model imported Mauser 30-06 caliber bolt-action rifle wrapped in a towel in a wooded area near the campus. The location of the firearm appears to match the suspect's route of travel. The spent cartridge was still chambered in addition to 3 unspent rounds in the top-fed magazine. All cartridges have engraved wording on them expressing transgender and anti-fascist ideology. An emergency trace has been submitted. Firearm and ammunition have been taken by the FBI for DNA analysis and fingerprint impressions. Upon completion of forensics, the firearm will be disassembled for additional importer information. Multiple people of interest have been contacted or detained because of eyewitness testimony and review of video footage. The primary suspect is yet to be identified. ATF is assisting in the investigation with multiple other federal, state, and local partners, and the case is co-led by the FBI and Utah SBI. So this is the size of the bullet that hit Charlie. This is a 30-06. So they have arrested 2 guys. This cop right here, he said he shot him, but I don't know. These people were just ploys. They were just set out there to distract. This guy jumped up and said, I was the one that shot him. He lied.
He said he shot him, but I don't know, dude.
This is another guy.
That's his rifle.
right whenever he says gang violence too. It's like they waited for the exact moment. And I've seen videos of, you know, the guy behind him, he kind of makes like a signal. I mean, I don't know. A lot of people are going crazy right now, but I mean, I wouldn't put it past him. If you watch the video, you slow it down and look at the guy that's standing behind Kirk. He does do some weird shit, but we'll have to see. I don't even know if they'll ever actually let us know who did it or not. I mean, but this was a professional. It was said that the bullet was shot from 200 yards away. We're going to react to these absolutely fucking disgusting people.
That man with the big head done got pew-pewed up at his little rally. Charlie Kirk. I don't have a thought about it. So, you guys want more empathy than I'm willing to provide. And I'm not sorry. So, I think in my brain a little bit differently than all of you do. We're waiting too long to move to do things. That's what I think. But I'm highly intelligent, so there's that part. Listen, y'all better be careful out here and watch your mouth when you be posting things online.
This lady thinks she's highly intelligent. Get the fuck out of here.
Because hate is everywhere. It's everywhere. Even at rallies, while you sit surrounded by the people who claim to love you most. And if he comes out of this with just a cut, a graze, then we all know what's up. Because nobody needs a Trump #2. You're not never going to be in the office, sir. Good luck to you, though, because I hope that you get the care that you need. Or don't. Delete.
The streets are saying someone pew-pewed Charlie Kirk today, and I just feel nothing. I feel nothing. Oh, I feel nothing for this. You know what I mean? It's like, fuck around and find out. You know what I'm saying? Like, all you do, you get paid money. Lots and lots of money to go from college campus to college campus, galvanizing this, like, new conservative young base that is so misogynist, racist, xenophobic, and everything. And your whole, like, ideology is like, oh, we're just owning the left. But no, it's like you're platforming being racist and making it seem like it's an okay and valid thing to do, and then you found out. And so, like, you know, thoughts and patoodles, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't who cares? I like, not saying I'm advocating for anything to happen, but like, the left for the very longest time has just been thoughts and prayers and written letters about everything. Like, people are actively trying to take away our rights and actively.
What rights? What rights are they taking away from you? These people are so fucking brainwashed. He went around and he spoke the truth and y'all couldn't handle it.
Like, galvanizing these bases to hate people, and we're just like, oh, we're going to change the name of the bill to the Big Beautiful Bill Act. So people, we're going to write this letter. Like, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? I'm not advocating for any of this, but I'm advocating for any action at all. You know? And I just think Charlie Kirk's rhetoric got an equal and opposite reaction, and, you know, I wish him the least speedy recovery.
I'm not going to complain about Charlie Kirk getting shot, but if you're going to throw your life away, more than likely, you could have, I don't want to say nothing crazy, you could have aimed a little higher up. That's all. I don't know why that you were like, let me just settle for Charlie Kirk. You could have been a hero.
Man, I'm just saying, if I were Nick Fuentes and all those guys, I'd be really fucking nervous right now. Like, real fucking nervous. I heard that they released the old white guy and it actually wasn't him that shot Charlie Kirk. I just got dizzy. Wow. What a day. What a day.
Do you support his death?
These people are fucking sick. I really hope that Fuentes is being safe. Gosh, I hope he is. We can't lose him too. We can't.
I do.
You support his death?
Fuck Charlie Kirk.
You support Charlie Kirk being killed?
Yes, I do.
On the day he died, you're here at a vigil for Charlie Kirk and you support his death.
Do you support a Nazi?
No, I don't support a Nazi. Charlie Kirk wasn't a Nazi.
Yes,
You support his shooter?
Yep, sure do. For him.
You support Charlie Kirk's shooter?
Sure do. He did us all a favor.
Would you shoot somebody like Charlie Kirk?
I would have killed him myself.
You would have killed him yourself? Okay. Do you have a job here in Seattle?
Nope. I take that for a look.
Yeah, these people are completely okay with it. And they are supposed to be the tolerant left. They're supposed to be the ones advocating against gun violence, but it's always their side that is doing the gun violence. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
Well, I just saw the video of Charlie Kirk getting his box boomed. I mean, boomed, bitch, like gone. I have no issue with it. You know, the clown always comes back to bite. But why do y'all keep aiming for the wrong niggas? Aim higher. Aim higher.
Ooh, bitch, that nigga got shot up in his head. Girl said wham in a circle, even need a love make it jump like a hurdle. Girl said wham in a circle, nigga.
Nah, cause if I was an alt-right content creator, I'm archiving everything right now. Back to the drawing board. We is not doing this no more. I'm not gonna lie, that was crazy. Cause I always used to wonder why assassination stopped happening. Cause people will really be out here saying crazy stuff. I guess it ain't stopped nowhere. Assassinations in this time of day is really a different breed. Cause I remember it used to be just word of mouth, bro. Oh, John Wilkes Booth just shot Abe Lincoln. Now I can mess around and see it on Twitter with all of its gore, bro. That was a type video people would have shared in middle school on some edgy time. It sucks cause I know the right is gonna take this as an opportunity. Bro, they're gonna be in the streets. I'm not even gonna front. Yeah, this is bad. I remember when Trump got shot at and everybody and their mom was talking about, oh, how did he miss? How did he miss? Come over here did not miss. Cause we need to get hit number. That was ugly. That was real ugly.
I will never understand these people, how they just have no souls. They just don't care about anyone but themselves. And they are the ones that are always screaming and hollering for respect.
That was real ugly.
I said in a video last night that the ancestors were not pleased. And obviously they are not the only ones who are pissed. If you have not heard, then Charlie Kirk has been, had heavy artillery, freedom seeds, aimed at him while he was speaking, spewing. And I do not advocate for this type of violence. But I can say that you must be careful. You must be careful when you are fueling the current state of our country. When you are telling people that the reason that their lives are horrible are because of immigrants and black and brown people. And then you start deporting those people and their lives are no better. When you cut off all of their assistance, when you tell them that they need to just pick themselves up by their bootstraps, when you tell women that their only lot in life is to get married and have lots of babies, they don't need education or formal training. They can just rely on their husbands. The ancestors are not pleased. And Americans seem to be pretty pissed off as well.
Charlie Kirk getting shot is up there with the Atkins guy dying of a heart attack early, like as far as irony is concerned. It's Beast Boy being anti-vax, anti-medicine his entire life and still getting Parkinson's level of irony. Also, it happened in Utah, a state that doesn't have one of these quote-unquote war-torn cities that Trump keeps talking about. It's also white as hell. But it's really gonna suck when all those National Guardsmen have to take up posts outside the Seventh-day Adventist churches. The Mormons are about to be labeled a terrorist organization, and BYU is a jihadist training ground. I know people gonna be upset. It's like, why aren't you mad somebody got shot? AOA, niggas get shot every day, B. You'll be alright, nigga. You tough, ain't you? Y'all always the one talking about a good guy with a gun. I saw that for the first time in my life today. So you know my thoughts are with Charlie Kirk and his family as he attempts to recover from these problems that he partly caused himself. On an unrelated note, are they still doing Darwin Awards? Can people still get those? Like, I know it's a little bit early. The man's still hanging on. But are they doing Darwin Awards?
How is it his fault that this happened? How is it partly his fault that this happened? He just would go out and talk to people. That's all he would do. Y'all want to get offended about everything everybody says all the damn time. It's ridiculous.
We all saw the same video. They straight JFK'd his shit. Bye.
And of course, you got this lady right here trying to look exactly like a white woman, you know, just hating on white people. This is the way it always fucking goes. We need to get these people out of here, man.
That was crazy. But my thing is, the white on white violence in this country, y'all, astronomical. That's really what we got to talk about, because I thought come January 20th of this year, we were supposed to be a country of law and order. And in Utah, of all places, that's crazy, y'all. Thoughts and tariffs. But I just want to understand, right? Why are people celebrating this? That's crazy. I mean, he did say a couple of pew-pew deaths a year is integral to keeping our Second Amendment. But political violence is never the answer, guys. It's not okay. I'm a civilian. I have nothing to do with this. These are just my thoughts. I just want to understand, right? It's kind of crazy, don't you think? I just wonder too, like when you say things like Islam is incompatible with the West, or like when you talk about black people or immigrants and stuff like that, like, I don't know, you know what I mean?
Oh, when he tells the truth about y'all? When he tells the world that y'all are fucking horrible and everybody agrees with it because the stats don't fucking lie, the facts don't lie? Y'all are violent? Horrible? Just fucking horrible. This lady just gets to sit in her nice car with her nice fucking wig, all because white people allow it. And you want to sit here and fucking talk down on somebody? I swear, we have let these people go. We have let them go too fucking long. They think that they can just do whatever they want. They can treat us however they want. Y'all should be thankful that the white man allowed you to stay here. And we let this happen. We let this happen. We let these people think that they are so oppressed. And we let them stomp all over us.
A freedom of speech, but I don't know, right? Once again, I'm a civilian. I got nothing to do with this. Anyways, what y'all want from Popeyes? I'm thinking like a 2-piece chicken dinner. Maybe leg and thigh, extra spicy, extra crispy, with some Cajun fries and a biscuit on the side and some sweet heat and like a strawberry Fanta, because you know you can't go to Popeyes and not get a strawberry Fanta.
In which a shooting like this happens.
Yeah, and again, I emphasize what you just emphasized. We don't know any of the full details of this. That we don't know if this was a supporter shooting their gun off in celebration, or so we have no idea.
Has erupted between Charlie Kirk and CNN's esteemed intellectual Van Jones over the Charlotte stabbing. Let's get into it.
The narrative that they have pushed forward in the last 10 years is that there is a relentless assault against black people on behalf of white people. And the data does not show that. In fact, it's the exact opposite. White individuals are actually more likely to be attacked, especially even per capita, by black individuals in this country.
People like Charlie Kirk, Van, they've been looking for opportunities to make this some sort of like reciprocal George Floyd situation. And that's the part that I think he's almost giving away the game. And it's sad to see a lot of people going along with it.
We don't know why that man did what he did. And for Charlie Kirk to say, we know he did it because she's white, when there's no evidence of that, it's just pure race mongering, hate mongering. It's wrong.
All right, time out. I swear, it's amazing how uninformed these people that do these shows are. But let's clue Van into the obvious here before we continue.
Y'all gotta let it go. Y'all gotta let it go. It's over with, nigga.
Then he says that if something like that had happened the other way, there would be sweeping changes imposed on society. Where is the George Floyd Policing Act? It didn't pass. Even when you had a white police officer murder a black man on live television, the whole world saw.
According to the courts, yes, a murder. But according to our 2 eyes and functioning brain, a fentanyl overdose by a low-life criminal. But go on.
It's about the fact that we don't know how to deal with people who were hurting in the way this man was hurting. Hurt people hurt people.
Yes, he was just a hurt person. So you see, we should have some empathy for him, okay? We don't know what he was going through. That could have been you or I having a bad day and deciding to stab a woman in the neck over it. Charlie Kirk, your response.
Race hustler, Marxist, Van Jones. When a white person is murdered, we don't burn down the country. But when George Floyd overdosed on drugs, it's Floydapalooza. Van Jones, he puts race in almost every situation where it doesn't exist. For example, with the death of George Floyd, Van Jones repeatedly said that it was a racist attack. You know who didn't say that? Keith Ellison, who is the Attorney General of Minnesota at the time, said that race did not play any role in the actions that happened with George Floyd's death. All of a sudden, when we make the left live up to their own standard of rules, there is complete silence by the entire American media. And then Van Jones goes on television and calls me a race hustler for even calling out the facts and the specifics around this case. Van Jones, he wants to keep on trying to find racial motives that don't exist, and he ignores them when they're in broad daylight in front of him on recorded video and a horrendous attack such as this. The media doesn't care about this, and we should start asking why.
So yeah, they released this video the day before. I was sitting on the couch watching this video, and I remember thinking to myself, like, wow, they are just really, really trying to push this narrative that Charlie Kirk is a race baiter and a horrible person. And these people, they should be held accountable for this. I mean, this is just outright pushing people. They say, oh, he was the one pushing people to the breaking point. These left-wing media outlets were the ones every single day trying to light the fuse.
Following up what was just said, he's been one of the most divisive, especially divisive younger figures in this, who is constantly sort of pushing this sort of hate speech or sort of aimed at certain groups. And I always go back to hateful thoughts lead to hateful words, which then lead to hateful action.
They have played such a big part in this. They have called him a Nazi. They have called him a racist, a white supremacist for so many years. You know, a bigot, a transphobe, a homophobe. And now this happens. And they still want to blame it on him. All the people that are in left-wing media, they should all be on trial. Every fucking one of them.
Watch the video of right-wing influencer Charlie Kirk being kissed in the neck by what some would call a bullet. The most interesting part that I've seen about this conversation is people saying that violence has no place in political ideologies. That violence has no place in political ideologies. And I, for one, would just like to say,
hey, niggas get shot every day, B.
Somebody asked Charlie Kirk, hey, what do you think about gun violence and mass shootings? His response was, does that include gang violence as a way to try to flip it on black people? A second later, wow, they get him up out of here. That's poetic as hell. And that's exactly what his ass get. I don't want to hear no thoughts and prayers for Charlie Kirk and nobody deserves to die. I don't give a fuck. He deserves to die. Fuck him. Everybody that pushes the same bullshit as him deserves to die. I don't care. And I know somebody gonna say, well, you're not God. You're damn right. I'm not God. I'm a human. And I think the motherfuckers should all die. Get them all up out of here. And I think I'm about to go ahead and celebrate. Throw some on the grill. Maybe some ribs, some chicken, a burger or two. Yeah, fuck Charlie Kirk. And for it to happen in one of the whitest parts of America, Utah, when he be trying to say that black people are violent, and you probably got killed by another white person, you can't make it up. You cannot make it up. And that's exactly what his ass gets.
It's either going to be black people or leftist. That's exactly what it is. You act like you're saying something because it wasn't a black person. Y'all all fall under the same fucking category.
Exactly what he gets.
Sitting here saying we should get them all out of here. Get y'all the fuck out of here. Y'all get the fuck out of here.
There are a lot of people that are like, no matter what side of politics you're on, you should never celebrate something bad happening to someone. I, on the other hand, do cheer when bad things happen to bad people.
Charlie Kirk just got shot. Oh, well, breaking fucking news, folks. Seems somebody just took a shot at one of the Fanta-Fastest favorite 5-mile wide mouthpieces, Charles Chucklefuck Kirk.
Charlie Kirk has died.
Look at this woman. This is a demon. Look at her eyes. Dude. Scary, man. They look so fucking scary. She looks like she just crawled out of a casket.
He's lost his life. I'm watching the news live right now. The president just did a truth social about it. This man who went to college campuses to debate college kids, who said that the loss of life of children in our schools was collateral damage to having the right to own a weapon in this country. And he's passed away. His children have lost their father, which is awful. I lost my father at a young age, and it stays with you for the rest of your life. There are too many guns in this country, and I am calling officially to put an end to unfeathered access to these weapons. I don't care who it is. So Charlie Kirk is gone, and in another week, no one will care, because last week we lost 2 small children. Nobody cared. So, just another day in the United States of America.
What do these people think? All right. So yeah, we take all the guns away from the good people. The bad people are going to keep getting guns. They're going to keep getting guns. They're going to keep and killing and robbing. Other people in other countries understand this. They understand this because they are in the position of not being allowed to have guns, and their government or cartels or criminals running their countries. This lady doesn't have to deal with that, so she doesn't understand, but it could happen. As soon as you take the guns away from the good people, the bad people will take over. Bad people are going to get guns, whether you outlaw them or not.
I'm not one to encourage violence. In fact, the community guidelines keep me from doing that. However, I will say, when you spend all of your time spewing hate, you should not be surprised when that hate comes back to bite. What Monique say? When you do clownery, the clown comes back to bite. Next time, please be more clear. Don't get up here saying nothing happened to Charlie, because I'm going to think of Uncle Charlie. I thought something happened to Uncle Charlie. And that's really the issue here. Like, y'all need to be more careful. If you going to say Charlie, put the whole thing on there. Because I don't even really know much about, I know it ain't over till it's over, till the deal is done and the cake is baked or whatever. But I will be using past tense. I didn't know nothing about him, for real, until the Un-F America stuff came up, and it was to combat this person whose media would not reach my side of the internet if someone tied it to a rock and threw it. You know what I mean? I'm assuming this person has a family. Somebody out there's got to love them, right? So, dependent upon their beliefs, they might be in my prayers.
So she never even watched any Charlie Kirk videos or anything, and she's already to jump on the bandwagon of hating him. It's typical.
It wasn't an immigrant. It wasn't a woman. It wasn't a black person. It wasn't a Spanish person. It wasn't an Asian person. It was none of those people. The suspect is allegedly an elderly white man. Now, how ironic is that? And the fact that it was an elderly white man that allegedly took a shot at Charlie Kirk and hit him in the neck, I guarantee you there will be no legislation to suppress gun violence. It won't happen, no matter who is taken out. Even Charlie Kirk said that there needs to be a little bit of gun violence in order to keep the Second Amendment intact. Guns do not hurt people. People hurt people. And I'm going to say this, like I said on my last page, I do not wish Charlie Kirk thoughts and prayers. I don't. This man believed that you should die by the gun. And this is exactly what is happening. Now, if we had more stricter laws on pew-pews, this shit would not happen in droves. And it's sad that it's happening to the people who want to keep pew-pews in circulation. Have y'all not gotten the point? I thought y'all would have checked this shit when Trump was attacked. But I guess not. The Second Amendment comes before life. We all know that shit.
It's never the people on the right that are doing this, though. They're never doing crazy shit. It's always the people on the left. Always. And then when it happens, they're like, oh, well, it's all y'all's fault that it's happening. But they're the ones that are doing it. The people on the left are the ones that are fucking doing it.
He probably made like thousands of trans kids kill themselves. I literally could not give a fuck. They can get a stepfather.
No, we gotta, the moment is clear. You gotta sick like the ACP guys on him. Okay, that's it. You gotta get one of those like Haz al Dink type motherfuckers to just like eat his ass alive, Let him fight. Whatever the fuck his name is. What is it? The Albanian dude?
I don't understand Hassan. He gets death threats every fucking day, and then here he is calling it upon Nick Fuentes. And it's so scary. It's so scary because anybody at any point on the right, this could happen to them. The guy is still on the loose. They haven't got the fucking guy yet, y'all. That's crazy. They had guys standing, waiting, ready to say, hey, I'm the one that shot him, so that the other guy could get away. But there's also video of the guy on the roof. Just regular bystanders. They're holding their phones up and they're going, holy shit, what is that guy doing up there? I mean, this was allowed to happen. This was allowed to happen. I don't know what the fuck is going on, guys. I don't know if we'll ever get to the bottom of it.
I just witnessed Charlie Kirk get assassinated. It was the most awful thing I've ever seen in my life. He shot him in the neck and blood went everywhere. And the worst part of it all was the liberals who were there were cheering. So I just have one thing to say. If you identify yourself with the Liberal Party, it's okay. You can believe what you want to believe. But if you identify yourselves with those people who were cheering and someone just got killed, I just hope you can take a look at yourself and think, is this who I really want to be? Because that is disgusting. Disgusting.
I feel so bad for all the people that were there.
White man, fight back! 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 White man, fight back!
Yeah, people are getting fed up with this shit. It just keeps happening, and it's always from that side. It's always them doing it. And we just, I've seen so many people arguing on X and the pacifists, they're like, Charlie wouldn't want us to fight back with violence, and he would want us to fight back with conversation. And it's like, well, how long is that going to last? These people don't understand peace. They won't just go meet up in a field and, let's get it on. No, instead, this is how they do it. They sneaky, sly little shits. And they're cowards, absolute cowards. They won't go out and we all say, all right, let's set the fucking date. You believe in this, we believe in this. And we go out here and we say, you know what? Let's do this shit. And whoever wins gets the land. Oh, the government would be on it so fast too. The government would be, it's just, what do we do at this point? The government's too strong. Technology's too strong. The country is divided. I think, I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. This is an absolutely horrible, horrible, tragic situation. I really hope they catch this guy, because if not, I can't sleep. I'm worried about all of the people that we follow and we look up to are getting hurt. And the internet has made it to where these people are in our lives. These people are in our homes. They're on our TVs. We feel like we know them. They don't know us, but we feel like we know them a little bit. So when things like this happen, it really fucks people up, So I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. I really do appreciate you watching, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day under the circumstances. Have a wonderful day.